Hey everyone, Dr. Mark Leonard. Hey, do you feel like there is not enough authenticity on social media? When you go to Instagram or Facebook or even onto YouTube, it just seems to me that there's not a lot of authenticity. People like to show these highlight reels of all the amazing things that happen in their life, but it's interesting when I talk with people, when I talk with my clients, when I talk with other influencers, what I'm finding is that the vast majority of people really want real, but everyone's afraid. Everyone's afraid. And so I actually thought tonight I'm going to do something different. I'm going to get real with you about me and get real with you about where I'm going and what I'm doing. And here's my invitation. Join me. Join me on this journey because transformations are fantastic and they're amazing and they're awesome. I love as a performance coach, I help people transform, but it seems to me that too often we keep that in the closet. It's almost as if we can't celebrate what's happening until someone actually, comes out with this, they jump out of the cake and everything is amazing, right? But the real secret to transformation happens in your heart. It happens in your mind. It happens in the voices that you hear, not like those voices, but the negative voice that you have sometimes in your head. There's this feeling of transformation that I believe should be shared. And so I want to share with you something that's going on right now in my life. But I want to rewind a little bit before I can really tell you about what's going on in my life right now. I want to rewind and tell you what happened. See, I've worked for some really huge international companies and I've had some really cool opportunities. I've talked from big stages. I've been able to work with top level executives. I've traveled the world. I've done all these great, wonderful things and they were amazing. Okay. I don't want you to think that I'm downplaying that or that I'm even talking all great about myself, but I found that I felt lost. I felt like, I felt that I didn't have value. And, it's interesting as I was getting ready to record this, my wife was walking out the door and she said, be real. And she's reminding me to be real with you. And so here's the reality. I've had some really cool experiences in my life. But several years ago, I was laid off. And I don't know if you can relate to what that feels like. It was a really interesting day for me. I had this phenomenal job and I really felt like I was making a huge impact. And I was, but interestingly enough, I was laid off and not just me, 27% of our global workforce was also laid off at the same time. And I was out of a job for 6 months. And in that 6 months, you really begin to think, your mind plays tricks on you. Your mind starts to tell you things like, you're not worth it. You're not smart. You don't have the skill set. You're never going to amount to anything. Your mind really starts playing with you. At least mine did for me. And I wonder if it's done that for you as well. But then I found another job and it was fantastic. I moved the family and we had this amazing opportunity and it went great. But I felt like something was missing, missing inside of my heart, missing inside of my passion. My passion was missing. And I still remember the day that I was laid off from that company. Now, I don't want you to give the impression that oh, great, Mark's been laid off from all these places. It's just how the economy is sometimes. My whole department, again, was laid off, and I had made it through several rounds. In fact, I was working for Sears, and not just Sears. I was working for the company that owns Sears. And if you know anything about them, they have downsized by hundreds of thousands of employees over the last several years. So my story is not unique of being laid off. At that time, we had this whole idea of starting a business, and my wife and I, we've actually been very successful with our businesses. We've owned several businesses. We've had a bead store, a jewelry store. We had a really cool distribution company where I had bought the rights to all of the newspapers in a whole county. and so anyone that read the newspaper had to buy it from me. And it was actually a really cool thing. But, we've been successful in the past, and we thought, okay, I'm going to utilize all of this amazing experience that I've had in the past to build something new, something for me. And I was looking deep inside to go, okay, what do I want to build for me? And why? Why do I want to build it for me? And I've done a lot of reflecting on this. And one of the things I found is that I internally want to build it for me. Money's great, right? Money is, everyone needs money. And heaven knows that, in the Leonard household, we need money right now. But really what I need is a feeling of worth, a feeling of I can do this. And not only I can do this, but I can do it at a level that I would be proud of, that my dad would be proud of. I want to do it at a level that my kids are proud of. So internally, I'm just looking to go, I need to do this. I need to do this for me, for them. I need to do this so that I can feel like there is just something out there. Fill that void. Fill that right. I want that passion again. And this is where I'm saying I want to invite you on my journey. Is I want to share with you some of my struggles that maybe you relate to. Maybe you relate to that heartache of feeling like you've let your children down. That heartache of feeling like you've let your wife down. My wife and I are sitting here building some new products that we're getting ready to launch, and we're really excited about it, and I'll get to that. But in the meantime, we're having to make money kind of wherever we can because we have Christmas coming up. And we want to create something special for our children, for our grandchildren. And I don't know if you've ever had that feeling before, of feeling like you're just not getting it done. You're busy, right? You're really, really busy, and yet things are not moving as well as they want. And I had this really interesting, I guess you'd call it an epiphany. You could call it an epiphany that I had today, and that's actually the reason why I wanted to share with this with you today, is that I got a call, right? Like this big epiphany for me was I either need to give it not just 100%, but I need to give it all my focus to build and launch and release my new products, or I need to go find a job. And I've gone back and forth on what to do. Now, I applied for this really cool job I was really excited about. I hadn't heard anything in 2 months, and they called me today. And they said, this is fantastic. They looked at my resume. They asked me lots of things. I'm going in and I'm giving a final presentation. All my interviews are done. I'm giving a final presentation. And at the end, they said, but we just want to be clear that this is the pay. Things have changed. And I just thought, is that okay with me? Is that okay? Because this epiphany for me was, I have value, I have worth, I have this ability to move forward, and I want to give all my focus to it. And I have all these really cool experiences from my doctorate degree, from teaching from the stage at national meetings, coaching CEOs, coaching business leaders, coaching authors. I have this amazing experience of helping people that are feeling stuck and taking them to that next level and unlocking their potential. And yet inside, all of a sudden I get this job opportunity, and I put that in air quotes, job opportunity, because now not only were they going to pay less, but it was also going to be part-time. And I was thinking, man, is that really what I want? Is that really what I want? To go work for somebody else? Like I said, I want to bring you along on this journey with me because I want to be authentic. You know me as the happiness dude or the happiness breakthrough, and you see me out in public and I am happy. And by the way, at home, I'm really, really happy. My smile is authentic. My joy and my happiness is authentic. But I have some of those same conflicts that you do. You know, I had this idea, okay, I'm going to launch this product, and I went and I spent $12,000 building a website and putting into advertising. And you know what happened? I got taken. And it's not their fault. It was my fault for not knowing. But here's what I've realized, that because I didn't know, I didn't fail. I just paid some really great, very expensive, but really great life tuition, right? Life tuition is what happens when we are moving forward and we realize that's not going to work. And not working is not failure. Not working is we just found another way that it's not going to work. And that's okay. So my life tuition was not that I lost $12,000, but rather I learned that method didn't work. So I went and found another one. I did some research and I learned that method didn't work. And I'm in another program now learning. I decided to invest in me to learn about marketing, right? Because my product is solid. I transform people's lives for a living. My product is solid. But what I realized, what isn't solid is my marketing. And so I want to take you on this journey to help you see that it's okay to try again. You don't get mad and yell at a toddler when they're learning to walk. You definitely don't get mad at a toddler learning to walk. You lift them up. You help them brush off. So I'm not going to get mad at me when I fall. I'm not going to get upset with me because I made a mistake. See, I'm changing on the inside. My transformation in learning what works and learning what doesn't work is just as powerful as when I help someone else identify it. I am amazing as a coach. You could ask anyone that I've coached, and you will see that I have transformed lives. I've taken someone from unemployment to launching a business. And the greatest thing that I learned was not what I made from that, but what I learned from that transformative process, that someone can make a change. And that's what inspires me. That's my passion. My passion is not going in finding a job. That's not what works for me. What works for me is going out on my own. And so here I am, I guess, to officially announce I am on my own. The safety nets are gone. I either have to make it work or I don't. But there's something I've learned in this process is that I am going to make it work. Why? Because you're worth it, because I'm worth it, because you have value, I have value, because it's in this journey, in this process of transformation that both you and I and your neighbors, your moms, your dads, your spouses, your children, your friends, your bosses, whoever you come in contact with, we are not a finished product. I'm only finished when I resign and quit, and I'm not going to quit. You're not going to quit. You're not worth it. I'm not. You are worth it, and I'm worth it. I'm worth not quitting over. That's what I'm trying to say. So my big epiphany was that internal value that it's more than just my doctorate degree. It's more than just all of the coaching I've done. I'm passionate about seeing people change. And that's why I'm inviting you on my journey. I'm inviting you to see the ups and the downs. I was reminded today as I was coaching someone. I coach, as a coach, I coach psychiatrists. I coach doctors, right? These are people that have it all figured out, and they don't. They don't. And I was reminded today as I was coaching this amazing psychiatrist that transformation can be brought about by several different things. One, it is that drive to learn. That drive to learn. I want to learn more about that marketing piece because that's where I have lacked before. I am driven by change. Sometimes it's a move, it's a physical change. Other times it's a change of just venue or a change in perspective. I'm driven by that change, and I'm driven by celebration of successes. So along the way, I'm going to tell you my successes, but I'm also going to authentically tell you about my failures. So here it is for today. I woke up today not feeling my best. The happiness dude was not feeling perfectly happy. And I found for me what I needed to do right before I went on to coach this amazing, amazing client of mine. I stopped because I was not feeling well, and I prayed. And I prayed to God that I would have the strength to be able to say what I needed to say. And wouldn't you know it, in the middle of this coaching session, the psychiatrist said to me that they have a firm belief in God. And I stopped and I said, me too. How often do you invite God into your coaching practice? And that psychiatrist said, I don't. But I invite God in everything else. And I thought, wow, you know what? What a great learning lesson for me. Because I stopped before my session, I prayed and I brought God back into my life. That was my struggle today that I just wanted to share with you. I want to share that again, that authenticity. I want to invite you along on my journey of going from feeling lost to feeling like you've won, to feeling like you've lost it all again, to feeling like you can do it again, to all of the ups and downs. I want to celebrate in your journeys. I want to celebrate in what you're doing. I want to celebrate with you. I want to celebrate with you the ups and the downs, the struggles and the rewards, because you're worth it. I love this transformative journey. And that's why I am officially announcing I am going to be launching several new products. The first will be, I have some new lessons I'm going to be launching, and with it, you are going to get so much stuff. Here, let me just give you a quick, I'm going to launch a new product that has the secrets to making more money. And I'm going to give you a video series about how to do that. And then I'm also have, and that's going to be 100% free. And then I also have a whole webinar series. I have a whole training series. I have group coaching. I have assessments that are going to help you. I'm going to utilize all of the best of what I have to help you break through and get to that next level. I have group coaching. I have individual coaching. I have a whole bunch that's going to help you. And that's this whole journey that I've been on is awesome because I've never, ever, ever failed in my life. Well, there was that one time in 8th grade. There was at one time in 8th grade that I got a 4% in English. And my teacher took me aside and said, Mark, you have to try to get a 4%. Like you had to try to not put your name on the paper. And so there was that one time, but I didn't even fail then because what I learned was that someone was counting on me. What I learned is that I had that value. What I learned is that I could do it. And that's what I want you to learn. That you have someone counting on you, someone cheering for you, someone that's helping you get to that point. That if you're trying to lose weight, if you're trying to rock on to those of you that are commenting right now. Yeah, Adamina, way to go. Love seeing that. If you're trying to launch your business and take it to the next level, if you're trying to get to that next point where you want to launch a new business or get that raise, or to decrease your stress in your life, to reclaim that freedom, that's what we're talking about is transformation. That change of the creature, the change of who you were to who you are going to be. That is what we're talking about here. And that is what my new products are going to help you do. And these are not get-rich products. These are not these supplements that you're going to, take this pill and you'll lose 25 pounds and make 80,000 more a year. No, this is science-backed because it's what I've been doing for years to help other people in this transformation. And I'm going to invite you along my journey over the next several years to listen, to tap in, and to get the best and the most that you can out of this product. I promise that I'm going to give you free content that is going to change your life. That is my pledge to you today. I am here to give you free product that will change your life. I'm also going to tell you that I have other paid products that will take it to the next level. But whatever it is, I want to see you change. I want to see you get to that next level because there's no need for us to feel lost. There's no need for us to feel like we've been laid off from life. There's no need for us to feel like we're hitting that wall. We should be feeling alive. And that's what we're here to do. That's what the happiness breakthrough is all about. It is breaking through those things that are limiting us. It's about breaking through so that you can live more fully, more alive, more vibrantly, with more energy, to no longer feel like you're being held down or caged, to no longer feel like you're being stopped, to feel like you can wake up every single day with this vibrancy in your being that just won't leave you alone, that will propel you to that next level. That's what the happiness breakthrough is all about. And that is why I want you on my journey, because I want to help me transform my life. I want to see you transform your life too. So welcome to this new version, this 2.0 or 3.0 or whatever the new nomenclature is today. It is today you and me are new creatures. We are not the same person that we were yesterday. We don't need to be. We have opportunity to grow from here. So welcome to the happiness breakthrough. Welcome to this new opportunity for your life. And I hope that you will join me, and I hope that you will really fully participate, because that's what I want, is for you and I to fully participate authentically in life. Go make today, the rest of today, the absolute best that you can. And I can't wait to chat with you again.